Hey YouTube, so I just got this GE profile fridge. I put it to the handles on by myself, which is really easy. But it's like an unboxing basically of a refrigerator. Very cool. Be sure and subscribe and share. Later on in the video, I show you how to replace the water filter should you need. That procedure works for any refrigerator really. There's also a link to water filters if you have any GE refrigerator, any different door combinations. Anyways, enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. My LG fridge that's 4 years old died the other day. I think it's the compressor. I'm gonna do a diagnostic video if you're interested. Check that out. But for now, I went and bought this LG. Or no, it's a GE. My bad. Sorry, GE. Don't know exactly what model, but it's one of those fancy ones. And I only buy appliances that scratch and dent. It's a profile. Look at that. There's a nice cold Mountain Dew. So I paid just about half the price for this, which I think is absolutely awesome. So this is the video on putting it together. I'm gonna go ahead and peel off all this plastic and tape and all that. They definitely have a lot of it on there. And show you how the door handles go on, all that fun stuff. It's actually pretty simple. There's so the dents in this fridge are actually on the sides, and it's not a counter depth. Probably should have done the counter depth, but really, really nice fridge. Half the price, and the dents are on the side. So you can see one dent here. Sure is pretty. Okay, so there's another dent. Look at that. Well worth saving all that money. Okay, on the inside, got the handles. Oh, look at that. Almost forgot this stuff here. Gonna start beeping at me because it's plugged in. Just don't want to drop the handle. I plugged it in last night just to make sure it gets cold and does everything I need, because the scratch and dent place I buy from, super awesome, Paradise Appliance in Mesa, Arizona. They would take it back right away if it had a problem. So clearly it doesn't. It's super cold. And I'm gonna keep it. So the bottoms, if you lift the drawers out, these are all wrapped with that cellophane. These have a blue cellophane on them to protect that metal looking edge. Soft closed drawers, so that's cool. I'll take this one out, close the door. That'll make it a little happier. Okay, I'm going to continue to take all this plastic wrapping off, and then we'll start putting the shelves together and put the handles on. Okay, I've got all these shelves, all the plastic packing material taken out. This middle one is kind of cool. You can change all of its temperatures you can set it for like a meat temperature, beverages, or just chill, which is not super cold. My nephew set it for super cold. Okay, the middle drawer is cleaned out. It's kind of cool. It's got this little holder you could stack sodas in. That's nice. I have to change the temp, of course, which is super easy. We'll do that later. The freezer has this upper drawer, and then the lower portion, and then it has this shelf inside here. Kind of cool. Okay, here's all the wrapping from inside. This is the contents box. I expect that it has some shelving stuff and a water filter because their fridge did not have one in it. Let's see what we've got. All shelving. I do like that they have that silver trim. It's kind of cool. One thing to keep in mind, this blue tape, if your fridge is plugged in and cold and freezing on the freezer, before you take that off, it is very difficult because it's frozen. I don't mind. It's the only spot that it's stuck, really. I'll unpack all this and see what else we've got. Okay, some cool things with this fridge. Whoops, sorry about that I did not know. You've got the dairy bin, the swivel bin, and the plain bin. The swivel bin is going to just sit on there like that, super easy. These are all going to go on the right-hand side door. Grab your dairy bin and you just set it in place like so. And that's it. Now you have your little dairy door, super easy, stylish yet functional. Then we have our plain bin. It just comes down here, does the same thing. The swivel bin is kind of a heavy little thing. It is so much easier if you use both hands, but you can see we've got our attachment there. We drop it down and press down until it is all clicked nice and tight. So that's the 3 door bin. Got you set up on wide angle now. So there's the 3 door bins. When we close the door and open it, the door bin comes with it, the swivel bin comes out, and the dairy bin stays, but it's accessible. The swivel has a nice rubber wheel, so if you have the swivel open with the door and you just close the door, it's not an issue. Super cool. Now we'll do the shelves on this side. So it's got the same similar kind of setup, right? 3 different shelves. Okay, these are our 3 shelves for the left-hand side. Got one that's deeper than the other 2. So these 2 shallow ones, and that's really the only big difference. These 2 shallow ones, this one has that block out right here. This one doesn't. So you take the one with the block out, and it goes against your ice maker. Clicks into place. You take the other, and it's the very top shelf. click it into place. And then you take your larger one and it slides down. You click it into place and there's all your shelves. So I need to go through the packaging a little bit more, but I don't see a water filter, so I'm gonna have to go buy one, which is totally fine. For the price I paid, I guess. Killer deal on this thing, although it doesn't have a water filter. I'll dig around a little bit more before I go buy one. Had to do wide angle. This is the contents of the door package from when we very first opened the fridge. These were all stuffed in a styrofoam holder. It's got the 4 handles and a handy little Allen wrench. These handles, you'll notice 2 are longer than the others. The long 2 go on the freezer drawers and the shorter 2 go up top. Obviously this one with the handle is the right hand side to open that door. We'll put it on first. What you need to do is verify, let's see if I can get the right angle here, right there on the inside, that the set screw is not tightened yet. And both of these are. So to install this, I'm gonna hold the handle and set that in place, just like that. Okay, now it's gonna take both hands. I'm gonna hold it against the fridge with one hand and tighten that set screw. Okay, the first handle's on. That literally took maybe 30 seconds. So this one, if you pull on the top, it opens the entire door. On the bottom, it's got this lever. You pull the lever and it opens just the door side for your swivel bin and all that. It's kind of interesting because this is like an energy saving feature. Usually there would be like a wall back here so that you're not taking the cold air from the entire refrigerator. As you open it, cold air is heavy, it sinks, right? So when you open these French doors, all the cold air comes out and then your fridge has to run longer. That's why these types of freezers are more efficient than the French door freezers, because it's not dumping out all that cold air. If you see in boats and things like that, they're all gonna have ice chests like this. Anyways, that's enough of that garbage. So the next handle, it's really easy to tell. The screws are not gonna go this way. They go in. That way they're hidden when the fridge is closed. So just hold it like that, pop the fridge open and tighten that set screw with that little Allen wrench that came with it. Okay, 15 seconds later, and that handle's on as well. Looks really good, super smooth, stylish, yet functional. It's my favorite phrase. These ones are exactly the same. This one has a nice profile logo because it's a GE profile fridge. This one's gonna go in the middle drawer. This other handle does not have the profile logo, so it's a little further down. That's what I'm doing. You don't have to do it that way, but I'm gonna. So same idea, you just set it in place and tighten those set screws from the bottom. That one took about 20 seconds because I had to reach underneath. It was a little bit more work. And there's that one. Next is the final. It's going to be on the very bottom drawer. That one took about 30 seconds because it's way down there. Pardon the mess, I've got all the old fridge parts over there. I'm taking that one apart just because I'm curious and having fun with it. So there it is. Little scratch and dent fridge. It's got a dent there and a dent here. I've still got to get some of this packing tape off of there. Those are the only 2 dents really visible at all on this fridge. It's about half the price by purchasing it at a scratch and dent. The controls, it's got a nice light. I'm gonna turn this kitchen light out so you can see better. It's got the fancy light, nice slow dim deal. Cubed or crushed ice. Water, it has an autofill so it'll sense the weight or size of your cup or something. I don't have a filter in there, so the water's not gonna flow right now anyways. When you hit the control button, you can lock it. Here's how you set your refrigerator temperature. Very simple. 36 is a good number. Freezer, -6 is very cold. I think we can probably go for 3. I don't know if it matters. You can also change it to Celsius. Oh shoot, that's not focusing. Sorry about that. I think it's that panel. It's super weird. Anyways, back to this. Yeah, that's a funky panel. Weird. Because it's kind of like a 3D looking thing. Freezer, here's your door alarm, on or off. I like it on, that way you know if it's on or open. I leave the ice maker on, and then it connects to Wi-Fi. I have no idea why or how or any of that stuff, so I'm not gonna do that. But there's your fridge. The water light's on. I've got my blue lights under my cabinets and up top. If you're wondering what all the blue is. I'm gonna mess around with that autofill as well. That just seems super cool. So, here's one shot. Come on, thing, focus for me. I like that the entire back of the fridge lights up. It's kind of cool. Oh man. Then you have your normal soft close drawers there. The temperature select for this middle zone. I think I'm gonna set that somehow. Oh, it does a countdown. So now it's unlocked. I'm gonna set it at beverages, 33. That's awfully cold for a beverage, but I like it cold. The back of this profile fridge has that cool logo and a really nice entire lit up backdrop. And again, it has this swivel bin. The swivel bin I think is super cool. You pull your door open, you have like a gallon of milk or something there, and then your swivel bin. And if you don't close it, catches that wheel, closes nice and easy. Freezer, it's got an upper drawer with a sliding divider. The lower drawer, which is bigger, has a similar sliding divider. And then this door thing here folds out. Kind of fancy. There's your GE profile fridge. They're probably, I mean, there's a bunch of different models, but assembly wise, all the same. I'm gonna go buy a water filter, put it in, and then do a little experiment with the autofill and the water. See how that works. Thanks for watching. Be sure and subscribe. Oh, and go save yourself some money. Get a scratch and dent. Look at that. It's like half the price. It's awesome.